Just like.
Okay.
He's tripping.
I did that.
He's wiped out.
Here it is. LOL. Cleveland Browns. Total embarrassment of the NFL.
Aww.
Oh,
That ain't right.
Rob,
Why they gotta be brown?
how you feeling?
And that's from a Cowboys.
Like a bucket of shit. How about you?
I feel.
Pretty.
No, I don't feel pretty.
Oh, so pretty.
Oh, so pretty.
I felt well. I kind of dig this outfit though. I feel kind of sexy.
you are rocking the plaid.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm
I sleep all night and I work all day.
What's brown and sounds like a bell?
Dong. Did you push the button?
Of course I pushed a button.
All right.
Well, I mean,
We're what?
bad.
What? Steph? What?
I'll see, bro. Front, final, back. I'm just saying.
Did you say Alcide?
Oh shit.
Apparently the new Magic Mike has got a lot of skin.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah, and it's all from the ladies in the audience who are dropping their drawers.
Just throwing their panties at the screen.
Don't be hating.
The female extras, like in the crowds during the dance scenes,
Right,
are
that's what I'm saying.
having to leave because they are getting overheated.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, my.
I could do
Well,
that.
I would like to test that theory.
I can do it. I would get, I volunteer.
For those of you on my page, if you remember when the first movie came out, I complained we needed the Magic Michelle movie.
That's true.
Which my friend Michelle didn't like, but
Well, I kept pushing
We have a
pictures of
Magic
them,
Michelle.
and you kept complaining because I was
Yes.
posting pictures of you.
No.
That's right.
I do remember.
I look like that before I got look.
That's right.
You just knock my glasses off with your ass right now.
You don't wear them anymore.
I'll put them on for you.
Oh.
She was twerking before twerking was cool.
I was trying to figure out a way to work that in too.
What?
If you were twerking before twerking was twerking.
I didn't twerk. I just happened to. I slipped and I knocked off his glasses.
She got a bean.
No, actually,
We'll
I
go
didn't
with
knock
that.
them off. I broke them when they were still on your face. That's what I did.
Ooh, hip check. No, wow. Hey, oh.
Never mind.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How did you knock his glasses off his face?
I didn't knock them off.
You
I
broke them while
broke
they were-
them when they were still on his face.
Rob,
Hip check.
did you have your face right in her ass crack?
Why don't you just talk to her about that? That's her story.
Michelle?
We were sitting at our locker, and I don't know what I did. I slipped and I knocked my bottom hit his head.
When she says bottom, she means dead ass.
You gotta go dead ass.
Butt So and I knocked him, and his glasses were broken.
And he was mad, we can tell.
His
I'm sure he was.
I was smiling from east to west.
Well, that's nice.
Quite.
That's
He
a.
was-
Smiling like the Joker.
I think that.
And it wasn't just our locker. We had another 8 people that shared that locker, by the way.
What did you tell your mother when you broke your glasses?
Yeah, what did you tell your mom when she broke your glasses?
As
while
she
they were
see
on
why
your
she washes
face?
this.
Well, I don't really think this is about my mother.
Oh, you wait, there's gonna be commentary. Polly Pocket's gonna be all over this when he cuts this video.
Hi, Miss Judy.
Don't have on me. You the one with the face in somebody's ass, not me. So, hey, I didn't do it.
No, he was good. He was innocent. He was innocent.
Yeah.
Shit attacked me.
Her ass attacked you.
Her ass attacked me.
I want your face.
That ass saw what she wanted. It went after it. Bam! Shazam!
Hold on. Keep talking.
Oh God.
What?
You okay?
Yeah,
Oh, all right, I'm done.
I got a cramp.
Had a crack.
Ready for round 2.
So yeah, what did you tell your mother when your glasses broke? This story is the one I gotta hear.
Actually, I don't really remember. I don't know.
What is that noise?
That's me.
heard it too.
No, it's not me.
Was it your phone?
Somebody's phone.
No.
It's Leia's fault.
I don't know whose fault
No.
it is.
Damn it, Leia.
Everybody's phone is
Yeah,
next to the
but
mic.
Damn it, Leia! Damn it!
My
Well,
son making noise too.
Leia was thinking about Magic Mike and she's getting herself all in.
Yeah, that's
She's sorry.
Working up a lather.
Well, you're married to Magic Mike.
Yeah, I am.
See how that works? See what I did there?
He is very magical.
You're welcome, Mike.
I like our seed. Shading looks a little dumb, so I prefer the.
He actually said recently that he thinks he's not as smart as.
Yeah, see, I mean, he's pretty, but I want somebody at least a little smarter. You know, I see looks at least a little smarter. And not.
Oh, you know what? That's a shame because he just came to the door and he said, "Hey, I'd like to talk to Michelle for a few hours." And I said, "You know what? She's really not interested in anybody who can't carry on an intelligent conversation." So
Yeah.
I hooked you up. I sent him away.
Yeah. You know, get a
That
running.
was-
Anybody that believes that, stand on your head.
Take a running start at LCD, just leave.
Exactly. Oh yeah, as you torment us from the con, taking pictures of him, and you can breathe on him. I'm going, I hate you, Michelle. I hate you so
I
hard
wasn't
right now.
that close to him, but I was close enough.
He ain't nothing.
I don't know. If I was a man, I wouldn't mind looking like him.
Was that the doorbell?
That was Dean.
Okay.
That was Alcina.
Yeah, I would have looked at him.
Doors for you.
Just, you know,
Avon calling.
you know, he's a nice man to climb.
Yeah, yeah.
What? Him, and Benedict Cumberbatch.
Some people like what's behind door number 2.
Sorry. What's right behind door number 2?
Yes. That ass.
And, of course, Scott Foley. Team J.
You don't know who Scott Bully is?
Yes.
We talked about him
Last
last
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's raining, man. Hallelujah.
You all stare at pictures of whoever.
I don't stare at pictures of him,
No, but you stare at pictures of women.
as far as you know.
You know, you can. If you think you give us a hard time, but I'm sure if that young lady.
It's because we feel inadequate. And welcome to the hypocritical little world of men.
Yes.
We're allowed to do that. You're not.
Please. I would do a drop tackle like Scott Foley in a minute. Take him off the knees.
That's right. Excuse me, am I locking in my closet and putting that page when I want you?
Yes.
Well, since we were talking about the good old days,
Oh my.
who was your celebrity crush back when we were in high school?
Scott Baio.
High school.
Andrew McCarthy.
Oh, you were an Andrew McCarthy.
Andrew McCarthy, yeah. Nick
Scott.
Rhodes of all people, can you
Who
believe
wore
that?
more makeup than most women?
Yeah.
Yes.
And hairspray and.
Yeah.
Simon
Well-
Le Bon was a close second, but Nick Rhodes.
Well, I've
absolutely.
seen pictures of Nick Rhodes without the makeup, and he needed it.
Billy
I
Idol.
could use it too. Brian Jones.
Rolling Stone.
And I thought Henry Rollins was.
Oh, I love Henry Rollins.
Oh, Henry Rollins.
I still like Mick. I still like Mick. He may be old
I
as
got you
dirt,
next to him.
but I still like
Yes.
him.
I got to twist that man.
What about you, Leia? You're being quiet over there.
I said Scott Baio. She's
Did you say Scott Baio?
Yes.
Okay.
I love Scott Baio from like 5th or 6th grade.
Mine was bizarre, but it's still the same one.
Yeah.
Isabella Rossellini.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
She is. She's still beautiful.
She's Italian. and she's
She
hot.
never did it for me.
I thought she was German
Oh,
with that
and I
name.
have to say, when
Yeah, that
Parker
one.
Stevenson.
Yes.
He was
when
the
he
cute
was
one.
Look at that.
when
That's
he
a
was
blast.
Wow.
a Hardy Boy.
Yeah, Hardy
He was
Boy.
a Hardy Boy.
When he was Hardy Boy, everyone's like, oh,
Yeah.
Sean. I'm like, that's for Sean.
Yeah.
Wasn't he married to Kirstie Alley for
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
He
They were
turned
married
into
for a
a
long
man.
time.
Parker Stevens?
They were married
Stevenson.
for a good long time.
Before she got
Very,
large.
very-
Well, no, they
Nothing
were.
wrong
Yeah.
with a large woman.
No, but
Man.
she's.
She went
No offense.
nutty.
I'm
Sometimes you
trying to
feel
think
like
who
it
else.
I love you, Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Present company accepted.
I remember sitting
There are no large women in here.
in history class in the back of the magazine where Timothy Hutton and Deborah Winger got married, and the
Right.
back page was that, and I literally burst into tears.
Oh no.
There was something about Deborah
Wait.
Winger. I just there was something about her. I mean, it's not that she was
Never
an
did.
unattractive woman, but I was just kind of like, ooh.
Who was the dude
And her-
that was married to Cher?
Which one? There were about 15 of them.
Wait.
A woman?
No. Oh well, yeah. Oh yeah, he was very nice too. That was very nice.
Sonny Garno?
Saranda, Susan Sarandon.
Oh,
Sarandon.
Tim Robbins.
Yes.
He's a man you would like to climb. 'Cause
Yes.
He's super tall.
Yes. He was.
How tall?
I don't think
He's like
He's like
6'4".
6'5", 6'6".
6'4".
He's
Yeah,
like
that's
really
fine.
tall.
Well, Susan Sarandon was married to Chris Sarandon
Yes, for a hot minute.
when
Yeah.
she was like
No.
late teens.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
She never.
I like Chris Sarandon when he was in Fright Night.
Yes. Yes.
He played such a douche in The Princess Bride. Just
Yes.
Princess
Yes.
Bride.
Yes.
In weird segues, I watched Rocky Horror the other night by myself and did the lines.
Did you?
I thought his roommates are probably like, what the hell is he doing in there? I couldn't believe how many I could remember.
Yeah, it's been a long.
Where did you find it? I have.
They have it.
Oh, they have.
They always put it on Halloween.
I have it.
Page
I have
one,
it.
page.
I have it on DVD.
They,
So
yeah, you
I
can-
haven't watched
The
it
thing is,
probably
I got
since high
about
school, and I can't
halfway
find
in,
it.
and I started forgetting what the lines were. So I looked it up online to see if I could find a good script, and there was stuff on the scripts in there that I don't remember doing. And I went,
No, they changed it.
No, they had all the stuff.
no,
and
no,
they
no,
had- They had alternate things too, where it would have what you're supposed to say, and then in brackets it would say or say this. I'm like, nobody ever said
But
that.
it's different, I
It's
think.
different now.
I think it's
It's
regional.
well, it
It's
is
not
very
even-
original because remember,
It's not even around.
because
now.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
hard to find.
It's hard to
It's
find.
downtown, right?
Now, when I saw it with Sandy popped my cherry, and Rob was in the floor show.
Tell her which cherry. Okay, all cherries. Never mind.
Well, both, but not literally, figuratively.
La 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 la. la.
RHPC cherry.
But then I would see it in Georgetown, and it was different. And remember when we went and saw it in San Diego,
Oh yeah.
and Dean and I we're blowing them out, and there were people around us going, man, these guys are good. They know what,
Yeah, I mean, it was like amateur night when we went to San Diego.
Yeah.
They knew like every 10th or 15th line.
And Dean and I are just boom, 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 boom.
When Rob and I went 2 years ago, he said
More than
all.
that.
It's been what 2 or 3 years. He said all the lines were different from when he was young.
But it's regional because when we were hanging out and goofing with Rocky Horror, I was screaming lines he didn't know. He was doing lines I hadn't heard. I was part of the floor show. I was Magenta.
Of course.
In my
Show of hands, who's surprised?
I am shocked.
yeah, I am.
Time for the
What
face.
a surprise!
That's right. Where's the Kyle face?
I'm gobsmacked.
Yeah, but we were just yelling like just being goofy and this and that and the other, and it's like, wait a minute, I never heard that one. Okay, I never heard that one. But you go to Georgetown, it's different. You go to DC. I mean, DC, there's another place in DC that was doing it. Go to Greenbelt. At one point, they were doing it. Greenbelt was totally different. All of them. Every place you went, they were
The
different.
last time I saw it was probably about 5 years ago now, and I took the Bumblebee because that was her first time seeing it, and they did it at the Student Union building over at Maryland University, and it was very different then too. I mean, the basic, the floor show
Yeah.
and all of that, but the audience lines, a lot of it was very different, and I was throwing stuff out there, like that we knew going back to
Right.
back in the day,
There is
and
a-
people are looking at me like, what is this guy doing?
There is a basic fan script
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that there are certain lines that it's universal. You always say the same thing no matter where
Right.
you are, and it does vary.
Right.
But the script that I found online, I think they just combined stuff because there were so many lines that it just didn't make any sense to why you would even react to the screen that way in that spot, because it was like you had to hear what they were saying on screen to
Right.
set up the next fan line, and this script had almost a comment for almost everything to the whole movie.
Now I
It made no
had
sense.
first heard of Rocky Horror because of that when I was at theater camp when I was in middle school. They showed the movie Fame,
And
and there's that scene
that's
where
where
they,
I was. That's the first time I was exposed to it.
where
was
they
in
do
Fame.
Rocky Horror.
Right.
And then the next time that I knew anything about it was when we did that show at school that I don't remember the name of, but I was in a group that did the Time Warp.
Oh, I think it was just a variety show.
It's the one they did in the gym.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
the Blue and Gold Night?
No,
No.
it wasn't Blue and Gold Night. It was,
I don't remember what it was, but it was just a bunch of songs put together. It was
and yeah,
from different eras
I
because
think-
we also sing Aquarius.
right. And I
in
think
and out.
was it Mr. Sellers?
I don't know.
That was like the magic Spartan that travels, you know, does this time warp thing.
Right.
And so that was when I was taking drama my junior year, right after I met a certain beautiful woman who sits over there in the corner.
I was blonde at the time. Don't.
No, you weren't. You hadn't died. No, you weren't blonde yet.
You're right. I was brunette. Okay.
Yes, you were. That didn't happen until the summer, and you walked in that day, and my jaw just went,
Oh really?
yes.
Okay.
Because you came in and you were wearing that white dress and your white heels and your hair was blonde and I pretty much the top of my head came off.
Welcome to Teenage Hormone, which brings us back to topic. And you wondered why the book bag always stayed in front.
Yes. Listen, I'm not even going to lie to you. Whenever Sandy was around, I was a big walking hormone. I could barely keep my hands on her to the point where she'd be like, "Will you stop it? Take a break. Drink some milk. Take a nap. Something. Stop it.
Milk.
Go to church.
Take off and pack up and ride out. Get a butt steak. Beat
I
it."
had a vial of holy water in my purse at all times.
That's right. I couldn't keep my hands off her.
Get the away, Satan.
Yeah.
That's how I knew. That's when, you know.
That's when you knew you were a man.
Well, she
Over
made me,
there.
she made me feel it. She did.
Bring home the bacon,
You know, some-
fry it up in a pan.
That's right.
There's somewhere out there's film footage of me dressed as Frankenfurter.
Cool.
It was on Channel 13 News.
Oh,
Halloween night for Rocky Horror.
I have to ask, anybody here been to Georgetown on Halloween?
No.
Not
No,
yet.
but it's always been one of those things that I'm like, I have to do.
Oh God, you gotta be
Ages
kidding
ago. I
me.
did Phil's points on Halloween,
Yeah, I did,
and it was a complete waste of life. You
Yeah.
know, everyone
Well-
was drunk and throwing up around me, and I was like,
That has nothing to do with
okay.
Halloween. That's every night.
That's Phil's point.
That's true.
We
That's
did
where I
a,
am a lot.
yeah, in Fells Point, we did a 9 pub crawl. Yeah, there were 9 pubs. It was a pub crawl
That's one block.
for Halloween, and each one there was a Halloween contest. And so we were doing, this chick, we did her,
You were doing this chick?
Yeah.
That's a whole different story.
Now I'm listening.
Exactly.
That was another night.
We did this, she was Night of the Living Dead 3. I think it's 3, where the girl, she's turning into a zombie or whatever, and she doesn't want to, and she keeps jabbing like glass. She's got like glass in her shoulder and on her face, but we did this chess piece, and I had to walk around with her. Every time I walked around with her, Bob was there, and her boyfriend happened to be there.
Bob
But
is her husband for anyone who's watching at home or listening at home.
Or listening also.
I know I made reference to him before. I thought everybody just knew that. Sorry. Yes, my husband. But at the time he wasn't. And I kept having to get her. The glass kept falling out of her head. The glass kept falling out of her head.
I've been that drunk before.
Right. So I'd have to take her in the bathroom and stick the glass back in where it was supposed to be, and then we'd try to get her up on the stage so that we could do they do the costume contest at every single one. That was unbelievable. But getting caught in Georgetown on Halloween, no, you can have it. Oh, dear God. And we used to go down to Georgetown every weekend. We went down to Georgetown like every weekend. No. Halloween is insane.
Off limits.
Oh, wow. I mean, I guess I had to, I did it once, not twice, but yeah.
I'm too old for that shit now.
It is crazy.
No desire.
You know how you get to a point now where you get into it and it's like, okay, you know what? Touch me again. I'm gonna punch you. I'm going to jail.
Well, back to do a call back to the Rocky Horror thing.
Right.
When I came home on leave one time, I took my friend Carrie to see Rocky Horror in Georgetown.
I already know this.
And we were dressed up, the whole shebang.
Right.
And I locked my keys in the car
Oh, nice.
in January. Now, locking your keys in the car in Georgetown is bad enough.
Yes.
But it's even worse when you do it looking like something somebody wouldn't take to a worm wrestle.
This is yeah. I was gonna say, you know.
And so, of course, I call, as I always do every time something happens, Mommy! Help!
Yes,
I'm on King Street dressed as a woman.
It's Fleetweek help. Who is this? Prank call. Prank call.
So they had to come down and rescue us, and they brought. She made hot cider, and it was very nice. But we're freezing our asses off.
Oh yeah.
Wrapped around each other, trying to keep warm. It's like, where is your mother?
Right.
Where
Yeah,
is
because
she?
you leave. It doesn't matter what the temperature is. You leave everything in the trunk, or you leave everything, or you just don't even bring it. So you're half naked walking in Georgetown, and I remember those days.
It was bad times that night.
Well, 45 minutes at least away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stilettos, spandex skirts. Yeah, I remember those days. No, man. February.
I feel pretty.
Oh dear Lord.
And there's nothing like a phone call at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, I know. Well, what was I gonna do?
Find a perfectly
1 a.m.
respectable
phone
criminal
call.
to open your
Cross-dressing.
pocket.
Wait a minute, what year was it? You know what? You
This
could've-
would have been 91.
Hey, you still could have used a coat hanger. What's wrong with you, man?
Me?
Yeah,
A
did
coat
you-
hanger?
did you
Where
have a
was
coat hanger?
Where was I
Like
gonna
that
get a
outfit?
coat hanger?
Hey, you don't keep
Find
one.
one of the
you're-
homeless.
you
I'm
don't.
sure
You
they
know.
lend one.
Keep one in the car?
No. You're
In case I lock my keys in the car?
No, they-
So I just get in the car to get
No,
the
no,
coat
no, no,
hanger
no.
to open the car?
No. You mean you tell me your exhaust is not hung by a coat hanger?
No. It was not. That car was still fairly new at that point. It was my stepfather's car. It was a Mitsubishi Montero.
Oh,
I remember that
Because
car.
we were styling.
You should have just called OnStar, had them unlock the door.
Yeah.
That's what I would
On
do.
my cell phone.
On your cell phone. That's right. on your iPhone 1.
Point
No,
five.
it would have been the brick. At that point, it would have been the brick.
That would have been the New Jack City brick.
Tax car.
That's right.
The one with the antenna that's 3 feet long.
That it didn't work anyway.
Yeah.
See it, and I wouldn't want to be it.
That's right. No, at that point, that would have been through the window. I've been like, screw this shit. I'm too cold. I'm going home.
Well, and the thing about it was, that was my second time seeing it. The first time being at Marley Station with
Right.
Rob and Sandy. So, of course, you know, here I am acting like I'm the big swinging dick in town. I'm going to take you and make you experience something new. Meanwhile, I barely knew anything at that point. But, of course, you know.
Look, that's what you get for showing off. It bites you in the ass
and
more
then
than
it was
once.
karma. It was karma.
Every single time you try to show off, you see, you get each focus.
Yeah, I know. This is why I don't try to show off anymore.
And that's where you learn the valuable lesson. You always carry 2 sets of keys. One in one side pocket, one in the other side pocket. In case you
But
lock
when
one
you're
in,
wearing a
yeah.
skirt,
That's why you could have hung it from your fishnet.
I was
Your thigh highs.
fishnets.
Oh, you weren't wearing thigh
I was not
highs?
dressed as a woman.
You didn't do thigh highs?
Not that night.
Oh.
With the leather
Or you
top.
could have done your
The one with
cleavage
the leather
with
top.
Where were you?
purses.
Thigh highs with the leather
Where
top.
did you dress as?
I
Riffraff?
You were
I
just,
tried.
I flipped
You were
between
just
riff raff
ratty
and
looking.
Frankfurt.
Yeah, we were just
You
ratty
get a
looking.
loincloth.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I guess,
type loin.
So you were a party
Oh,
guest.
yeah, I was kind of like a party guest.
Yeah, Bob did riffraff. I was magenta. Had another buddy of mine doing Frankfurter. I mean, we had Columbia. We even had Columbia, which was really hard to find, especially with that voice. But she could do the voice.
Little
Patches.
man voice.
Yes, I was like, oh, how do you do that? I've never hit that octave.
Well, you know who can do the Columbia voice?
Same.
That was the phone.
Oh yeah,
Did anybody else hear that?
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Um,
House Phone Dream.
every year I watch Rocky Horror on YouTube and The Worst Witch. Those 2 things every Halloween.
And the what? The what?
The Worst Witch.
The horse witch?
The Worst Witch.
Oh, the
One of
worst
newer-
witch.
one of the
I don't know
newer-
that.
No, this is
Which one?
from the 90s. That's the original Norse Witch.
Hocus Pocus.
I watch Hocus Pocus too. I love Hocus Pocus. But those are my three, Halloween movies.
I don't really have a Halloween movie. I mean, I like watching my horror movies, but I do that all year long anyway, so it's not like... And on Facebook, I used to do that bit, like every day of the month, I would post either a scene off of YouTube or a trailer for a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got bored with it and quit doing it.
You suck.
Well,
I liked it. It was
Well,
fun.
I did my stretch where I did a song from each U2 album.
Yeah.
I played the album all week. Each day I did a song from the album, did that in order. I didn't quite make it all the way.
I don't know, see, that's kind of how I roll, I mean, I'll do this where I'll obsess over something, I'll get onto something, I was like, yeah, this is great, and I'll keep doing it, and then I get bored with it and never touch
You?
it again.
No.
Yeah, I don't run anything in the ground, ever.
Never.
Yeah, but my thing is I'll stop doing it about 6 months after everybody else got bored with it already. And then I'll quit doing it, and then after a while, then people say, well, how come you don't do that anymore?
Hey, what happened?
I got bored with it. I don't want to do it anymore. I have to move forward, find new bad shit to do. Because I'm always in the search for more bad shit to do. Even though I do have my crutches.
Everybody's got courage.
Michelle doesn't.
Yeah, I do.
What are your crutches?
Here, no.
Why are you giving me the hairy eyeball? Just answer the question.
What are my crutches?
I love.
Do I have
love
crutches?
Soda.
I don't think you have
Do I have crutches?
I don't think you have any.
No, I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Because it's like we all have our bits our recurring bits that we do, and then we steal them from each other. But that's okay. It's when other people start stealing our bits, then we get bitchy about
That's
it.
what it's like.
Hey,
Hey!
that's not yours.
Yes, mother puss bucket.
Hey.
Zeus is my crutch.
Yes. Yeah, and then
Everything's his fault.
yes, and then somebody stole that from me.
That ain't right. I'm gonna file for copyright infringement.
You should.
You're fired.
Well, I had somebody recently use my shtick against me, and I was okay with it though, because of who it was. But moving on,
Pregnant.
Odin is my co-pilot.
I'll explain off mic, Sandy.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't want, just in case there's no chance she's watching it, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, okay.
No, but I'm not
That's why
saying
I
it.
don't have a crutch, because everyone around me knows what they're talking about and I'm just clueless. And I'm like, huh? Hi?
Wish
Well-
I was.
My blonde roots showing.
No, I was.
was-
You would see it if you saw it. Well, if you was on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
you would seize it. You would understand
Oh,
the
yeah.
issue.
Because there are certain catchphrases that I use all the time.
Rabbit.
Yeah, the rabbit thing,
And
which
whatnot.
other people have stolen from me,
And don't do it right.
and don't do it right,
Just ruins your mojo.
And whatnot.
and whatnot.
Whatnot.
But one of my catchphrases is, yes it is, or yes I do, or some variation on that.
Redundancy.
So we were just kind of doing a little back and forth, me and the lovely, who will remain nameless,
Entity.
and she's not an entity, she's all woman, trust me. Let me rephrase that, because that could be taken out of context.
She's not all woman?
No,
Which part
It
is
isn't
it?
all bad, but she's all Brad.
but I said to her, we were doing a lighthouse bit, because she's into lighthouses too. She's the only woman I've ever met who's as geeky about it as I am. So we have this running gag that we do that we're going to buy a lighthouse together, but of course I'm the one that's going to be paying for most of it, because that's
Do
kind
you
of the
want to
position.
buy a lighthouse? Sorry.
And she said, okay, well, I can be patient. I said, don't worry, I can make good things happen. And she goes, yes, you can. And I said, okay, you know what, you can use my shtick against me anytime you want.
Can I use your stick against you too?
Come over here, big boy.
Let me get over this cold and we'll talk.
I have a
You're
big,
such a tease.
I have a big stick, and I'll use it on you.
She does, and she will. And
That's
it
how
will,
we got
it'll
the
be a
cold.
life
Oh,
changing.
were you talking?
That's why my eyes are watering.
Were you talking to me or him?
No, to you.
Oh.
That's how Rob got the cold.
My stick is being polished, so. Sorry, unavailable.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
Your head is turning red.
It is not.
You?
I don't get it. I don't get, hello, my
Brother
blonde rib is
Joe.
coming,
What kind of stick is it? I thought you just had the balls.
I have balls, I have swords, and I have a large stick that's shaped like a sword.
Kinky.
You know what? You have no idea.
What the hell is going on in your house?
I'm just saying.
We tell you, but
and
we
if
have to-
someone breaks into my house,
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
leaving.
I was gonna, yeah, I was gonna say, we'll tell you, but we'd have to kill you, but that's not what's gonna happen.
I'm just gonna wish I was dead when you're done. Right?
Talk to her
I
about
can tell
that.
you, but then they'd have to invite you.
That's funny. dude.
That's for the box set. That'll be for the box set.
Yeah.
BSS after hours.
Too hot for podcasting.
I like my toys, and you like your toys. You like some of the toys that I like.
Oh my.
separately from each other.
I think you guys need to get a room.
I'm talking about the weaponry, man.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, is that what you're
Michelle-
calling it nowadays? Okay.
Michelle and I both are into sharp objects. That's true.
Yeah.
Every time we go to Renfest, we, at some
We
point,
follow
we
the
make a
wires.
beeline for the armory.
For the sharp
Bundle the
objects,
weapons.
yes.
What did you?
No, I haven't bought anything.
You didn't get anything this time?
Nope, I
Okay.
haven't because I have enough weapons to kill anybody in my house more than 5 or 6 times now.
I got a double dragon.
I
Daggers,
saw, that looks
Yeah, that
cool.
was
cool. That was really cool.
I saw that and I was pitching a tent in my pants. I said, I have to have one of these. But maybe, well, at some point I'm going to get one of the swords, but the problem is I don't have anywhere to put it. I've still got 2 swords that I got from my stepfather back in the day that are sitting in my closet, and I don't know what to do with because I got nowhere to put them because I got all my nautical nonsense hanging on the wall.
You put them in, you can, they're usually, never mind.
You can buy a case and put them in, you know.
But where am I going to put the case?
On the wall.
Get a bookcase.
I don't have
Why
any
don't you hang them in the bathroom?
Or you can have them framed, you can have
I
them
don't
framed.
want swords in my bathroom.
I have a sword in my bathroom.
Exactly.
I love swords and but something about them being in my bathroom makes me really uncomfortable.
Make a coffee table,
Shrinkage.
little glass top on the
That's-
coffee table.
Oh yeah, so we can have eggs any time of stuff.
Yeah.
There you go.
Only 2 people in the room got that.
I wasn't listening.
I figured.
I got it.
Yes, I love my toys. But you know, there's only so many weapons you can have without people, you know, wanting to call the police on you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and when you're a parent, you have to be careful because you know the wrong person comes to visit you. And next thing you know, they're trying to take custody away from you. This he's a psychopath.
Although
He's
I-
got a cat of 9 tails hanging on his wall.
Hey now, just wait a minute. Leave
Oh.
that.
No offense, Rob.
Okay. Apology accepted.
What do they call that thing? Is it a mace?
Oh, the
With ball
flail.
on the
Oh,
end?
that
The ball with the spike ball on
Okay,
it.
Yeah.
there's 2. The mace is the one that's just the ball and the stick.
Uh-huh.
The flail is the one that has the chain and the ball and the stick.
With the points on the ball.
Yes,
It's a
that's
ball.
that's a
A
flail.
pointy ball.
Yes, that's the flail.
It's favorable.
I thought they just went to courts.
It's intimidating, no matter what you call it. I don't want to be in the meeting end of that thing.
Yes. But yes, I saw a new sword that I want. It's nice and I can wield it because I love myself a really long sword. I can
Well,
pick
who
it up,
doesn't,
but
Michelle?
I can't wield it. So I mean, it's useless. I can point it at the criminal and say, "Run into it."
He fell onto it 10 times.
Backwards. All my knives are under my bed. Right now.
Most of mine are underneath,
Just-
or between the bed and the box spring,
So is my hammer.
so you can grab it in.
It's which my friend Rose likes to make fun of me on Facebook because she knows there's a hammer under my bed.
What's her issue? Just because she can't use tools?
That's
Not
where I
it-
keep
what, I
my
don't
ice
get it.
pick.
And how does she know there's a hammer under your bed?
Because he took a picture and posted it on Facebook. He was digging under his bed.
Yeah, I said, look what I found. There's a hammer under
and
my
he's got
bed.
all these tools.
Okay, is it like a
If I had
regular
that
hammer
hammer.
or is it like milieu?
Hmm?
Is it like milieu? Thor's hammer, milieu.
No.
No, it's an actual-
It's an actual hammer.
It's a claw. It's just a
Well,
standard
you
claw
found
hammer.
It's an actual,
tools.
this nail has to go into this wall.
Okay.
And I'm out of screwdrivers, so I have to use this hammer here.
I think what it was, because when I hang posters, I use thumbtacks, and I just use the hammer, and I probably just tossed the hammer under my bed instead of taking it back out to my work van like I should have.
I think,
Toss
But
the
that's a
hammer.
lot of
There's a
work.
euphemism.
I was tossing the hammer in my bedroom,
yes.
as I often do.
I have swords and daggers under my bed or between the bed and the box spring.
I have dust buddies,
And I have a wooden sword somewhere that I
and they're cute.
hit you upside the head with a wooden sword. Come in my house without asking.
But they do.
I don't think I would go in your house if you asked me at this point. You're starting to scare me a little bit.
Don't attempt a frontal assault at Sandy's house. Those dust bunnies are tight.
Something big
Go change your
I
armor.
have named my child Tim. Instead, we just call him me.
Just watch that.
I'm just saying that, you
I'm
know,
a
if you
Corvo
need
man.
somebody to protect your house, call me.
But by the time you got there, I'd be dead.
Tell me before.
It's protection.
If we're expecting a riot, you
Oh,
know.
do I have to pay you protection money?
Yes.
Prophylactic Michelle. I'm
but-
there.
Okay.
This is a nice cave you got here. You'd be ashamed if something would have happened to it.
That's okay. We can move by now. I
Yes.
have coffee.
I say that we start, the women of this group start a gang, we have weapons, and we'll protect you. We are the protector of the men around here.
I'm good with that.
Hell yeah.
I'm strangely comfortable with that. You notice one of you is not saying a damn thing. Hi, Leia.
Hi.
You got anything to contribute to this?
Now, my husband has a knife, a huge knife from when his dad was in the Marines, and I'm trying to remember what it's called.
A
It's,
huge knife.
it's called a huge knife.
It's a nice, huge knife.
It's a big sticky thing.
And so does he keep that out, like, right there in the open? So
It's
since the two of you sleep in separate rooms, when maybe you feeling a little randy and you're gonna go in there for a little who's your father, he's got the knife sitting there.
it's
Harold?
out. It's not within Aaron's reach, but it's
Well, thank God for that.
actually when he was in the hospital, he wanted me to keep it near the bed in case somebody broke into the house. I'm like, really?
Seriously?
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 Okay.
For shizzle?
Bo shizzle, my hizzle.
I can't do.
Yeah.
And I'm drawing a blanket store.
The truth is, the likelihood of
It's not a
someone breaking
machete.
into my apartment because I'm on the top floor is, you know.
They'd be exhausted by the time they got up there.
Yes.
They're like, the hell with it. I'm gonna fuck with the guy on the ground floor.
It's a
Could you let
K.
me in and hand me something?
He has a K bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I have kids, and they like sharp, pointy things, and so, no,
No.
we don't have any.
Gotcha. See,
I have,
When I kick their asses out, not a problem. Then I'll start my sword collection.
well, I bought Jackie her first dagger at Renfest this time. It's with the wolf on the handle.
That's
She was like, yeah, it was cool. I was like, yeah, my baby, just my girl, where's my girl?
I have my samurai set that I got in Japan
Mhm.
that is at my dad's, who's in a home now. So I have no idea if I'll
So
go
your
back.
samurai set's in a home?
They're in his home, but he's not.
Who's in his home?
Nobody right now.
I would go get it.
Make
You
a
mean,
trip.
yeah, I think it's time for a road trip for you.
Yeah, it should be at the price they cost now.
Yeah. Is he in another state?
Texas. And he's,
Oh.
and he's,
Come on,
in,
let's
and
go.
he's in another state. He has Alzheimer's.
Also,
So the home
mental
is
status.
vacant.
Okay, okay, got it. Huh.
So his intention was to go to a home in Texas, but he wound up in Arkansas? Is that what happened?
So what you're saying is.
That
But at least he
ain't
gets to meet new
right.
people every day. That's what I told him.
Which is exciting.
Before he turned really bad, I did tell him that. I said, at least a good thing, you'll meet new people every day. And he laughed at it. Now he doesn't know who I am. So.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm just about out there myself, judging by how our show started today.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You have to be like your parents.
Oh, my parent.
Wait a minute.
She doesn't have Alzheimer's. Yet.
Huh?
I caught a whiff of that when Mom was sick.
No.
Oh my
yeah.
God, when she was sick, she was one loony bat chick. Let me tell you that.
It's
It took her
scary.
3 months to come out of that weird phase, but then she was like, "Did I really do that?" "Yes, Mom," and I recorded it for posterity. Okay.
Well,
Sorry,
Alzheimer's,
you too.
there's a genetic component in it.
Yep.
Honed into
I'm going
it,
there.
isn't it?
Hi. One-way ticket.
See, I don't think we have that issue in our family.
My
We just
grandfather had it. But my grandmother had, what is the other thing? that is
Dementia?
it? Dementia. She had dementia.
Which I think is actually worse.
could be. I think I'm probably safe on that. The biggest thing that I have to worry about is probably prostate cancer, which is going to be happening any day.
How's your stream?
It's fine as of earlier,
Okay,
Until
we
the bottom.
will continue to discuss.
but I do have a hummingbird-sized bladder, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Okay.
That he does.
Yes, I do, especially when it's cold.
Maybe
So
that's a
I
bad
do-
thing, 'cause women can hold it forever.
I mean-
Yeah, but we're women.
Yeah,
We are bred for these types of things.
yeah. I was like, my
I
ex-wife,
drive a truck all day, believe me. If there's a person that can hold it.
my ex-wife would literally forget to pee.
Yes.
Like at the end of it would be like 8 o'clock at night, and all of a sudden she'd sit bolt upright, like I forgot to pee. How do you forget to do that?
Okay, no,
I do.
not that.
But
Yeah.
no, I mean if I'm
Sandy being a nurse,
I breathe pee all the time. In fact, it's usually around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. All the nurses look at each other and say, "Okay, did you pee yet today?"
yeah.
Okay, everybody take care of your bladders and then we'll get back to us, all right?
I held it so long that I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my
I'm
god.
swimming.
And no, and then you feel like you're gonna pass out, and you're like,
I have a friend who's a teacher, and they have to plan their bathroom breaks too.
Potty break.
They can't go in the middle of class. Oh, teacher's gotta pee. Everybody behave. I mean,
Yeah.
it just doesn't work. And when she was pregnant,
Mhm.
you know,
Oh, you
Depends.
don't. You don't want to. You don't want to
These are
get
headless.
between a pregnant woman and a bathroom.
Oh no. Oh no
Because she will hurt you.
Yes. And I have.
I mean,
First
and
people.
when my friend was pregnant, she had to get a teacher's aide in
Yeah.
because that woman could strike any minute when she had to run to the bathroom.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, I've done damage. I did. It ain't funny.
But
Get out the way. You don't talk to me about the line.
the worst one was Renfest 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? It was cold outside that morning,
Oh yeah.
and we were drinking mead and something else, and it was literally like every 10 minutes. I was
Yeah.
like,
I'm gonna piss again. Yeah, we would walk. We would literally. It wasn't even. Maybe not even 90 paces or something. And he was like, oh, and it was like, really? I'm really glad Renfrew
all
has troughs.
day long.
Yeah.
It was all day long.
no.
I can't turn around going, where's Kim?
If it's too smelly, I can't. I did that last week. I'm like, no, I can't do it. I'll wait till we get to the Target. Yes. But we did find one that didn't make me sick. Because I will hold it and go to some place that I didn't clean enough.
Well,
Me too.
see,
You have no
that's
excuse, Rob.
no, you don't.
You and my friend Mike would say you're a guy. The world is your urinal.
That's right, the world is my toilet, so
But he's a fancy lad, you see. So
But I mean, I've propped squats in places that I had to.
like in the Target parking lot, because that Target toilet was just not deemed appropriate.
Walmart I could understand. But Target?
Realized riding.
Outside the road going and popping a squat.
I realized that riding motorcycles.
Yeah.
It definitely depends on whether if it's a hard frame or a soft frame. But pretty much averages about 30-mile bladder. So
It's all like shaking.
it's just like, yeah, not 30 miles. Okay, that's good.
Find the nearest hotel.
Yeah.
Hotels have nice bathrooms.
well, yeah, but the problem is you don't know you don't know who else has been in there.
Other bottoms.
Yeah, it's just
And
like
again,
I'm sorry, but gas
Again.
stations are the worst.
You
then,
tr-
you pop
okay,
the,
oh.
then you pop the squat again.
Hover.
You hover. You just hover.
You gotta
And
practice
that's
your
why we have
technique.
really good thigh and hip muscles.
Oh, I don't.
I know that I do, because I
I
can
don't.
I can hover like a bitch.
Oh yeah.
I can just hover.
Yep. I can do the
I
hover.
actually had a rare one the other day. I made a delivery to a private school, and I got in, and all of a sudden it hit me, and I thought, I'm not going to be able to hold this the rest of the day. So I asked if I could use the bathroom. And I said, yeah. She goes and gets me a key. I go down the hall, and I see, boys, girls. I go in the boys, not realizing it's for the students. Where I was supposed to go is like 2 more doors down, and that's why it's locked.
Right.
I went in the boys' room. I go in to take care of things, and it's an inch of water all over the floor. And, previous night's dinner was knocking.
Oh.
It wasn't a stand and shoot.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
This was the give me the sports page and grab a canary. And I now can attest to women hovering
Yeah.
because I had to hover my shorts
Oh yeah.
because otherwise they would have gotten wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once I was in position, so to say,
Yeah.
I thought, how am I going to get up? Because I have to hang onto my pants
Right.
with one hand.
That's
Just
what,
figure it out.
that's what good
There was
hip
no
and thigh
safety
muscles are
handle.
about. You can
There
lift
was no
yourself up.
safety handle.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I like
You
those.
have been initiated.
Those are the stalls. that-
Congratulations.
The big wide ones with the monkey bars. Those are the ones that I like to use.
Good monkey bars.
Crash toilets.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, if you're going to use them, then you have to practice big wide stall with the monkey bars etiquette, which means whatever reading material you bring in there with you, you have to leave it for the next guy, draped over the monkey bars.
Yep.
That's a true story. You have
What?
to. That's
Yeah.
absolutely true. That is etiquette. If you bring a sports page in there with you, when you're done with it, you fold it up, you fold it over the bar, and you leave it there.
What if it's like the latest
Okay.
issue of 8 to 80 Blind, Crippled, or Crazy? You leave that in there for the next
That
guy?
covers-
Absolutely.
That covers everyone.
Yeah,
that's
it pretty much
absolutely-
does.
That's absolutely.
Just-
See, this is what
Take
we
this
have.
issue of Biggins.
Yeah.
That's what we
Amen,
do
reference.
because we don't have the amenities that you ladies do.
Like what?
Like what?
How many times have I walked by a public ladies' room and watch a lady walk out, and behind her I see a couch?
Oh, those are like in those
I've seen
fancy hotels and stuff.
Breastfeeding.
That's not just it's
That's
not
at
just
Walmart.
fancy hotels.
It's
Yeah,
for
actually,
breastfeeding
One of the
your
places,
mother.
one of the
Yeah.
places I worked at, you went into the men's room and it was your standard fare tile, metal
Yeah.
walls, and there was one night it was working at night and there was only like 5 of us there. Somebody was occupying the men's room, so I went in the ladies' room and it was painted. It was all like a maroon color with tan.
Pretty, and there's
trim.
birds
There was
chirping.
2 chairs and a little end table, and I thought, who the hell's hanging out in here?
Go to a gay bar. They have the best bathrooms for the men.
There you go.
Okay.
Don't ask why, but I know that.
Uh-huh.
There
Gay
you go.
bars know how to do their bathrooms. Oh yes.
I see that all, and I see the couch and
The couches, yes,
why,
for
why don't
mothers.
why don't we get a couch?
Because are you breastfeeding?
Not right now.
And
Not
are you
as
carrying a crap load of stuff in your trunk? Because sometimes I need to sit down. I'm tired.
Well, no, not right now.
Because sometimes I'm like, my butt's tired. I need to sit down.
That's what
That's
the
what the
stall is
toilets are
for.
for.
That's what the guys do.
Yeah,
Gotta sit down for a minute.
my butt's tired.
Bring your own Lysol.
Arr, my back door is sore. Arr.
Show me the booty. That's the pirate toilet. Show me the booty.
That's the pirate toilet.
All right, I think that's a good place to end it. So,
In the end.
bad fade again.
Hey, what happened?
God, this has been a disaster. Still,
We've had fun.
we've had fun. And thank you to our new member, Dean, for joining us. Everybody's... Yes.
We've all got the clap.
Ah, everybody's a crappy.
Oh, that's nice. So we'll catch you next time. Say goodnight, Steph.
Good night, Steph. You can reach us at.
Oh, yeah. BSScast@gmail.com. Check us out on our Facebook page and on the Twitter machine and whatnot.
You're
Thank you, Brother Q. Good night.
Good night and God bless.
Good night, Austin, Texas, wherever you are.
God, kill me now.
Lots of oral and whatnot.
And this is Calabash, wherever you are. Yeah.
This is Wilford Brimley. You've got diabetes.
It stopped.
It's still funny.
Diabetes.
Check it off.
Wasn't Wilford Brimley the guy that got arrested for molestation or something?
No, that's, you mean recently?
Recently.
he's
That's
the guy on the
Stephen
horse.
Collins.
But Stephen
from
Collins.
No, like 5, 8, 10 years ago, something like that. I want to say Wilford Brimley was, arrested for doing something like that. Now I
He
gotta
molested
look this
somebody,
up.
the person
Is he
molested
even
should
10
be
days older
arrested.
than that?